Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. Try again. Just try again. Try again for that baby. Try again for that job. Try again for that skill. Try again for everything that you want to go for. Even if it didn't work out the first time, trust me, you need to try again, because you have now learned all the things you needed to learn. You now have all the skills you needed to have. You now have everything that you needed for that skill. Now God, the universe, your ancestors, whatever it is you believe in, they wanted you, your higher self, they wanted you to know what you know now. They wanted you to be fit for what you want. They wanted you to gain whatever was necessary for you to be able to excel in whatever you want. So try again. Now, I have witnessed this firsthand in my own life. Sometimes we want something so bad. We want it right now, and we want to just see this thing happening, see this thing very successful. And then what we fear most happens. I applied for this job, right? I applied for the job. It was a tutoring job with an esteemed company, and I have wanted this job for over 4 years, since 2001. I applied in 2001. I didn't get in because they wanted me to do a video, what do you call it? They wanted me to do a video interview, and my phone was crappy. The camera of my phone wasn't so good, so I assumed that was the reason why the video got rejected. So I continued anyway. The next year, I tried again. The post came out and I tried again. Nothing. This time I didn't receive anything. And then in 2023, I tried again. I still didn't get anything. My enthusiasm for this thing never bent out. I would get frustrated, of course, but then I would still keep trying, right? Because low-key, I wanted this to work out. I wasn't saying, like, I'm going to try again. Like, at the time, I would say, okay, I'm done with this, I'm done with this. But deep down inside of me, I knew this, like, I wanted this thing, right? I wanted it. So I kept on trying. Last year, around May, a post came out for the same company, for the same job. And I applied. This time I was successful. I was called for an interview, and they asked me to do a video interview. For some reason, I just couldn't get it right. I did the video interview, and then I sent it via email because it was too long for WhatsApp. And then they tell me that they only want it via WhatsApp. And I tried sending, and it was the deadline. That day was the deadline, and it ended up being another botch. I didn't get it again. I was devastated, but I knew I wanted this thing. And then I even made a video about it, because I had spent over 2 hours trying to perfect that video, over 2 hours trying to send that thing again, and then it didn't happen. After that, I was like done. Like, I was done. I was tired, right? I thought, okay, this is it. I'm not gonna apply again. I'm not gonna do this thing again. But you know what? At that time, I had started to learn about freelancing. I had started to learn about copywriting. I had started to learn about how to make money online. Even though I hadn't made a dime from that, I had started how to, like, make my own profiles online and outreach to clients and talk to clients and find people online who are willing to buy my services. Where I'm my own boss, where I'm my own administrative assistant, where I'm my own everything, my own marketer. I didn't depend on anyone. It was freelancing. I learned all about freelancing. I understood it. And then, mind you, I wanted this job, right? This tutoring job. And I had never gotten into the company, but I just knew, like, from their marketing, that this was the best company, and I want to see myself there. I know I love tutoring. I know I love teaching, and it's one of the most good things that I can do. It's one of the my best skills. It's one of the things that I know I'm really good at, because like I passed my exams with flying colors, and I knew I can do this. Deep then I knew I could do this, even though I had never formally taught anybody. I've never formally tutored any students. I would always help out my siblings. I would always help out my classmates. I would always help out my nieces and my nephews. So I had this deep belief that I can do this thing. And you know what? A post came out again in October. Yes, October. I applied again for this job. And remember, I was doing my freelancing. I hadn't gotten a dime from that. And I was still in the phase of learning. But now I knew a lot about freelancing and what it involves. You working for yourself, not counting on a company, not having a full-time job and all that. So this time I apply again for the job, and then they say, congratulations, you've made it to the interview. So send a video pre-recorded interview. So they send me the questions, I do the questions, and this time, lo and behold, I do it right. And I send, everything works out smoothly. I send the video, and then they say in the application, they say that if you haven't heard from us in 2 weeks, then consider your application not successful. So I waited. This was October. I wait November, nothing. 2 weeks passes, nothing. A month passes. I was still hopeful even after the 2 weeks, but now a month passes, still nothing. And I say, okay, that's it. Like I'm not ever applying for this job again. Like, I'm literally taking it out of my mind. We come into 2025 and nothing. I've totally, completely forgotten about that job, and completely forgotten about it. Took it out of my mind because the 2 weeks has passed, the month has passed, so it means I wasn't successful. But I couldn't understand why, because I believed for me that I was so qualified for that, and like this was my time. That's what I believed, but still nothing. And then I told myself, okay, maybe this is God telling me, this is the universe telling me, you know what, this is not for you. So yeah, you have a different path. So I go on with my life, and come January 2025, on the 20th of January, I get an email saying that congratulations, your application to the tutoring company has been successful. I couldn't believe it. I was so excited, and I was like, okay. And then it said, you are invited for an information sharing session. I was preparing. You should have seen me. I was preparing that evening, because the information sharing session was to be done the second day, like the next day on the 22nd. So you should have seen me. I prepare for it. I do all my interviews and stuff, my interview preparations, because like I always did a lot of those. I follow Richard McMahon's YouTube channel. You should check him out if you're applying for a job. He is great. He will get you that job, trust me. So I do all of his things, and I'm ready for the information sharing session. And then when we do get to the information sharing session, I was all dressed up. It was perfect. They say, congratulations guys, you have been chosen. You're already hired. And you should have seen me. I was so happy. I was over the moon. And now they go into the information sharing thing, and they tell us that, so this is how we work. We do freelancing. It's like, what? They do freelancing, so you are your own boss. This is how you do it, and you're a freelance tutor. You're not a full-time employee. And now everything is like I have this aha moment, this epiphany. I was like, wow, God, I see what you did there. So all this time that I was learning about freelancing, not making a dime, and you haven't made a dime from it yet, it was preparing me for this job that I wanted. And if I had gotten into this job in 2021, 4 years ago, 5 years ago, I probably would have freaked out. I would have freaked out because I had no idea what freelancing was. I was used to the traditional 9 to 5 job where you are hired full time. You don't have to do anything. Just show up at the workplace and get everything sorted out for you. You just do your work and then you go out and everything's sorted out for you. I had no idea about freelance, like all the work that is involved when you are your own boss, when you are doing freelancing, even as a tutor. You have to do your own administration tasks. You have to do everything on your own. You basically function on you. You are the operations manager. You are everything. I didn't know that. And I had learned it through this freelancing that I was also thinking, God, why is this not working? But it was working. It was teaching me a skill. The skill that I needed for this job that I've wanted for so long and had no idea what it involved when it comes to all the operations and everything. So I was just, all I could do was say, God, thank you. You've been guiding me even when I didn't see it, even when I didn't understand why I was trying so hard and nothing was working, because I thought nothing was working, but I wasn't seeing what was happening underneath. I didn't see what was happening in the spiritual realm. I wasn't aware of what God was doing, of how much I was being prepared and what I was being prepared for. And now I'm telling you, I am in this job and I am loving it. And the minute they told me that I've been accepted and they asked me, immediately after I was asked, I got a gig, I was asked, can you do it? And this is something I've never done, mind you, formally. I said yes. I just said yes, I can do this. I can start tomorrow. He said, are you sure you can start tomorrow? I said, I can start tomorrow. Because I had this confidence in me because of all the hardening that happened to me when I was doing my freelancing, even though I hadn't gotten a single client yet. So I went full force and it's been amazing. It's been nothing short of amazing. 2 months in, and yeah, what can I say? Like, I am extremely grateful. So I'm telling you now, again, I'm speaking from experience. Whatever it is that you're aiming for, even if it feels like it's not working, like nothing is happening, trust that it is happening, because it is. Something is happening. You are being prepared for something greater, for something bigger. Try again for that thing that you've been aiming for. Try again for that job. Try again. Just try one last time. Now you are ready. You are ready because you've been prepared for this now. You have learned all that you needed to learn. Try again. Do that for yourself. You are worth it.